So, moment of truth, new internet upgrade in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We have never had internet this fast. Can we get a 4? Can we get a 5? Can we get a 6? Can we get a 7? Can we get an 8? Oh my, can we get so close to 900? The wild part is we are technically wireless, one cable, but we're hardwired because this gives us a connection straight to here, straight to the computer, and the main hookup is all the way over there. Let's go. Today's video is brought to you by TP-Link. Yo, today we are talking about Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be upgrading my Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi, all the Wi-Fis, and specifically I'm showcasing the Deco X90 from TP-Link, which is a tri-band mesh Wi-Fi 6 system. This comes in a pack of 2, so they work in tandem like Batman and Robin, and in the holiday spirit, there will also be a giveaway with 5 chances to win. So breaking that down, you have a chance to win one of 3 Deco X90 kits or one of 2 $500 Amazon gift cards. Huge thank you to TP-Link for sponsoring this video and making that possible. And for a chance to win, it's really simple. Just drop a comment down below with your most creative Wi-Fi network name. So I hopped over on Twitter and asked if anyone needed a Wi-Fi system upgrade. This is Cargino Chavez, who just moved into a brand new home, and I figured this would be the perfect housewarming gift.
So having this will definitely open a lot of windows for me to play around with stuff. Having like full signal throughout the house is like super exciting. I know it sounds kind of geeky and kind of weird, but like I get like super pumped for stuff like this. But yeah, I am super grateful. Muchas gracias, Jonathan. Se te agradece.
So the lofts that we've got a chance to work at over the last few years looks great, but the trade-off with those high ceilings and I assume the absurd amount of metal and aluminum in this building is that we've really never ever had great luck with both cell phone signal or especially Wi-Fi, which just seems to always get obliterated. So we've gone through a handful of different Wi-Fi networks and configurations throughout the years, and I would say each time we upgraded, there were incremental improvements, but the biggest problem we always seemed to face were random dropouts. Dropouts to the point where when it didn't work, if you weren't hardwired in, you were not uploading or downloading, so it would drive us mad. Truthfully, I don't think it was the result of any one network or system being bad, but rather the building combined with the sheer amount of devices that would connect at any one given time. With that said though, things seemingly are coming up Millhouse as one, we finally got a chance to upgrade to gigabit Ethernet, which is something we just haven't had throughout the years. And that upgrade paired with the Deco X90, so far, fingers crossed, seems to have fixed our problem. Now you can scoop these up on sale at Amazon for the holidays right now, where you can save a pretty substantial amount of cash, and you can ship these to an Amazon locker near you. So just in case you're not home or you want an added sense of security, shipping it to an Amazon locker is the way to go. For starters, prior to moving over to the Deco X90 over Wi-Fi, even with gig Ethernet, we were seeing speeds of around 100 to 200 megabits per second, which is not awful, but it's definitely nowhere near what we're paying for in terms of speed. And immediately jumping over to the X90, we saw Wi-Fi speeds doubling that. Future Jonathan checking in, we actually saw speeds over Wi-Fi tripling our previous results, which is such a big difference. What makes this especially worth it on top of that though is on each unit there's an additional 2.5 gig Ethernet port. So if you're one of the lucky few out there that has 2 gig Ethernet, 1, I am jealous, and 2, you are future-proofed. Honestly though, whether it's 2.5 gigs or 1 gig, just having extra Ethernet ports, especially over wireless, is extremely helpful. In our case, in this room, the Wi-Fi internet hookup is located in probably the worst possible spot, in a hallway, furthest away from everything that needs to be connected. For perspective, this is where the hookup is in contrast to everything else in the room. So most of the workstations will live here, here, and here, which is like the furthest away from over there. And with this being implemented into the desk, hardwire, 1 cable, let's go. So I'm gonna get a little meta for a second and upload the video that you're watching right now to YouTube and see how quickly that process is over Wi-Fi. Keep in mind, we're not hardwired in like you may have saw earlier in this video. That's gonna of course give us more speed, but right now I just wanted to test it over Wi-Fi. And again, the actual hookup is way the heck over there. The file that I exported was just under 3 gigs. It was like 2.6 gigs. So if we add this clip in, maybe we're sitting 2.8 gigs, but it should give us a pretty decent idea of how quickly something like this video would process and upload into the internet. I think I used a 50,000 megabit 4K preset in compressor through Final Cut, which is what got us the near 3 gig file. We are blazing through this upload. 65%, 29 seconds left. So to sit here and have a casual conversation with you guys while a full-fledged 4K HEVC video uploads to the internet is a magical, magical thing. I realize gig Ethernet isn't something that is necessarily new, but we haven't experienced it and I am thoroughly enjoying this. We are done. With the Deco X90, you are getting up to 6,000 square feet of coverage, which is plenty for this room. The beauty is though, with this setup across the room, one, it's creating the mesh network and enhancing the signal, but two, it's giving us a wireless access point to hardwire directly, which is something that we would normally have to whip out the 100-foot Ethernet cable to do prior. There is also some magic happening under the hood, which is a combination of high gain antennas that are also AI driven. So each of the units knows where the other is and they talk to each other. So you're getting the best possible coverage across the system. Something also that I think most people will appreciate more than all of that high tech stuff though is the simplicity. Installation is quick and simple. You're up in minutes. The app is clean, easy to use, and you're getting everything under one network and one name. I know we've all been to that friend or a parent's house where they have the stock internet name and the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz networks separately. So what this does, whether it's 2.4 or 5 gigahertz, and there's even instances where you have 2 separate networks for 5 gigahertz, both Wi-Fi 5 and 6, so a total of 3. This brings everything under the hood with one name, one connection point. Also music to, I'm sure, all of our ears is this has a connection threshold of up to 200 devices. And if you have anywhere near that in your house, I'm impressed. So clearly this checks box after box after box and has made a huge difference in our setup. If you're looking to upgrade your Wi-Fi, this is probably what you want to check out. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. This is Jonathan and I will catch you guys later.